Hey John, welcome to Combat TV.
Thank you, Tony.
You've got a big fight coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so I've done a bit of work with Nigel in the past. He's looked after me for one of my other fights. We've worked really well together. He's good to work with. And he mentioned that he could get me a fight for the Cruiserweight vacant title in New Zealand. So I was like, yep, all for it, can't wait. And here we are.
Well, you're 9-1?
Yes, I'm 9-1 now. My first loss was to a guy that I previously beat. So I beat him and then he beat me on the rematch. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it again. So hopefully one day we'll sort that out, figure out a date for that.
Well, you're taking on Vin Vui, and what are you expecting? Because you've got a bit of height on you.
I've actually seen a little bit of his training footage, Salo Ben Vui. Looks like a really tough, Pacific Island dude. Looks like he's training the house down. He's lost quite a bit of weight. He looks like he's trimmed up, and he's pushing himself. So it's gonna be a bang of a show.
Tell us a little bit about your camp too, because you've been doing a bit of travelling to get the required stuff in.
Yes, so my camp's been going really well. I'm training with Mikey from East End Boxing. We're doing a lot of sparring over in Cambridge. Actually, after this, we're going to go and do some sparring at Kari George's gym, and then stay the night in Cambridge, and then do some more sparring tomorrow morning.
Well, reckon up the rounds, eh?
Oh, it's just as many rounds as possible.
How long has the camp been, or when you come to fight time? How long would you have spent in camp?
This would have been this week was week 6, so by the time fight time comes, it would have been a good solid 8-week camp.
That's a good.
Yeah, not too long, not too short, just perfect, right on the money.
Tell us a little bit about the Nigel and his promotion.
So I got a lot of respect for Nigel. He's a good dude. I've even more so because he was a fighter himself, so he knows what it's like. He knows what it takes, and when we talk, he can come from a first-hand experience, as he knows what it's about. He's been there, done that. So we get each other and we talk often, and he's a really good dude. Got a lot of time for Nigel.
I get on all right with him too, because I come from a horseback ground.
Oh, really?
Many years ago. Yeah, so we've always got something to talk about when we see each other.
So you have good tips on the...
I don't know about that. And he's got HD Flooring New Zealand behind him in this one, backing him.
Yeah, so HD Flooring New Zealand, they're going to be one of the backers for this event. As you know, it's pretty hard to put on shows without some kind of financial backing, so massive shout out to HD Flooring New Zealand. Couldn't have done without them.
And have you fought at Lake Karapiro before?
I've actually fought at Putaruru before, and it's a really, really nice little town, but can't wait to fight at Lake Karapiro.
Good. Hey, I've got to ask you about Brother Joe, and how many fights, you told me just off camera that you were over for the Big Bang fight.
So I was there for his last fight against Zhile Zhang, and I was also there for his fight against Deontay Wilder before that. 2 of his most fanatic performances in his career. First off, Wilder, because they were both former world champions, and there wasn't a belt on the line, but it was all ego, all pride. And both of them really wanted it, but I think Joseph's now found his rhythm, his second win in his career, and he's now better than he's ever been.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, because he just seems to really be coming into his own now. Did you have time to, before the fight, did you see any of the camp over there, or how much does that sort of boost you in your career?
Yeah, so actually when he goes to wherever he's fighting, he does his last bit of sparring. So I was able to catch his sparrings, and he's a different beast altogether. But all of that's down to his hard work, but then also with the help of Andy Lee, his coach, and George Lockhart, his strength conditioning coach, but he's also his chef, prepares all of his meals. So at the last camp, I was able to jump on the diet plan. Lasted 4 days. After 4 days, I was like, stuff this. But now that it's getting close to my fight, I wish I stayed on the plan. Because now I still got to lose a little bit more.
Oh, that's great. I hear that Joe's going to be there.
Yes, Joe was going to be there. So one of my cousins, he does all of Joe's in touch communications for when he's in the country, and he reached out to Nigel, and then they sorted out getting him there. So yeah, Joe will definitely be there.
Wow, that's a draw card. And does that make you more nervous, or does that make you more relaxed?
It's funny because him being there, it should give me morale, right? But he's kind of like everyone's brother in New Zealand, so it's like he's gonna help my opponent too. So yeah, so no, it's good. So Joe's got that nice character where, like, you know, he's everyone's brother, everyone's son, everyone's, you know. So it's cool days there, but yeah, I'm really gonna just. I was always gonna give it my best, but now it's just even more so because he's there.
He has been ringside for you before, has he?
Yes, he's been ringside for me before. He's also been in my corner for a few fights, but he doesn't like to take the shine away, so he tends to just spectate rather than be involved.
Yeah, that's the way he is. It's your day, and it's going to be your night. And when you win the title, what's your plans next?
So after this fight, you know, God willing, we get this win and get this win in good fashion. I'll be the New Zealand Cruiserweight champion, and then hopefully defend it a few times, and hopefully overseas as well.
Yeah, well, you're only 30 years old, so it's a good time to be striking form, or, you know, building the career from here.
Oh, so once this title's in position, hopefully get some other titles over here and over there. And so I was fighting at light heavyweight before, now I'm fighting at cruiserweight. Hopefully, if everything goes well, take cruiserweight as far as I can take it, then drop back down to light heavy.
I did notice that you changed weight divisions, yeah.
Yeah, so I do want to get back to light heavyweight, but I want to stick at cruiserweight for a little while, see how far I can take it. Once I start feeling the struggles of the big boys, then maybe drop down a bit.
Is the taking the weight off for you a problem?
No, so cruiserweight is perfect. That's my walking around weight. But for light heavyweight, I'll probably need a solid 12-week camp.
Hey, it's been great talking to you. First time I've ever met you, and it's been a real pleasure.
Oh, it's been wonderful. You're wonderful to deal with. You roll off the punches. Thank you so much for having me on.
Great, and I want to talk to you after the fight.
Oh, yes, please. All right, thank you.
Cool. Thanks, mate. Appreciate your time.
Oh, appreciate you making time.
Sorry, I hope you're not too late for training.